Even if it is swashbuckling performance for the performers, you see, someday you need to observe, is this required, is this not required, at what cost you want to. Many times, unfortunately, just to impress others. So when you turn in and look for the peace of mind, hi there. So in continuation with this discussion, with this topic called expectation is the root cause for all sufferings. In my previous video, I already mentioned the importance of to acceptance over expectation. Any which ways, we are going to brush on that as well when it comes to what to expect, what not to expect. So if we put this saying expectation is the root cause for all suffering in a question, the question could be, why expectation is the root cause for all sufferings? Why expectation is the root cause for all sufferings? Then me being a coach, an answer comes, an approach comes to my mind in this format. What we mean by expectation, right? What is the right expectation, right, if at all, and what is the wrong expectation? Then what we mean by suffering, isn't it so? So let's go slowly, let's go explore, and let's see if we can co-evolve in certain dimension. So by expectation, what I mean, it's my personal experiential perspective, as you know that I keep saying. So by expectation I mean basically the root, the genesis is desire. Desire. And desire has different forms, right, from your ambition, career ambition, your aspirations, yeah. So could be cravings, could be temptations, yeah. So basically in management studies form, if I can put this, it's needs and wants, right? So it is said, your needs, you need to focus on your needs, and needs are fulfilled by the grace of God, but there is no end to wants. And the wisdom lies in knowing the difference between the needs and the wants. So if you ask me, what do you mean by expect? What do you mean by expectation? Then I would say to expect for the need is good, because it's not just about survival, but it's all about a very healthy survival, very harmonious survival, right? So this kind of expectation will give you certain force. It's like a drive. It's like driving engine. Yeah, it's like motivation, certain vision, certain mission. It gives you certain goal, and any role without goal is like a body without soul. I keep saying this. So this is fine. Taking care of your basic needs, of your family, of your career, yeah, and checking that it doesn't become any ego trip. You don't land up somewhere by unnecessary investing or being exorbitant when it comes to expenses, extravagant, just for the pomp and show. I think you got the point. That it is. Also, when it comes to your egos, you will not expect from others that they should salute you and ego massage. That's not. So this is basically expect, the need, the want. Want is like an empty vessel. You pour water and you'll keep on pouring endlessly. There is no end to it. Yeah, it's never-ending story. So this is basically about what you expect, right? Now, when it comes to suffering is very simple. It varies from individual to individual, as the expectation varies from individual to individual. So if I just put it in one line, it is basically mental pain. Yeah, it's a state of mind where you have a lot of anxiety, agony, restlessness. Yeah, it leads to certain depressions then, where you need to go to a psychiatrist. It develops into physicality, right? I mean physical pain. It can lead to physical pain. Yeah. Okay. So this is all about what we mean by what we expect, what not to expect, and what we mean by suffering. Now again the question, why expectation is the root cause for all sufferings? Let's explore. Even if it is swashbuckling performance for the performers, you see, someday you will, you'll feel a little bit regretted that you want to do more and more. You need to observe, is this required, is this not required, at what cost you want to. Many times, unfortunately, just to impress others. So when you turn in and look for the peace of mind and do only the necessary things for, required, need. So what happens when we expect? Expectation is all about desire. It's all about imagination. So the first thing to realize, the first thing to see very clearly is when you expect, you are not into the current moment. You're not into the present moment. You are somewhere into the future. You're somewhere into the imaginary world, right? It's somewhere into like a dream world. Dream boy, dream girl, yeah? Dream girl. So there is a girl in your dreams. You must have seen her somewhere, or you would have not seen her. It's just imaginary girl, a certain fantasy. So what happens? You have already lived in a certain world with that girl, right? But in actuality, you are not able to accomplish her, achieve her, because she may exist, she may not exist. And if at all, if she exists, then it would be a hooligan task for you, maybe next to impossible to have her. So there is a difference. There's a difference between actuality, the reality, and something abstract, something impractical, unable to achieve. So obviously you'll be hurt. Obviously you'll be in pain. You'll be in trauma, right? That is suffering. So when you expect unnecessary, beyond your capacity, beyond in capacity in sense, you know that way, you know very well that you can't have that, right? Then you'll be in pain, right? You'll be in pain. That's what it is. That is one. You are not in the present moment. Yeah. So what happens when you are in the present moment? When you are in the present moment, who is in the present moment? The person who doesn't long, yeah, who doesn't desire. Now, desire doesn't mean that you are not going to plan for your future. It's fine. You plan and live it, and then focus on the task. Do thy duty, that is best. Live unto the Lord, the rest, the fruit unto the Lord. Yeah. Your job is karma. Moment to moment, focus there. That's how you can give actually 100% to your work, to your present moment. So you are in acceptance mode. You are in total choiceless acceptance. What comes, you are there, you accept. It's moment to moment. So the person who lives in the moment is into acceptance. He is not into expectation. He has expected, he has made a plan, he has made a strategy, now he is working on it. Right? If he is not able to achieve, that's fine. He will replan, but he will not crave. He will not be into any mental pain, into agony. He won't be restless. It will be up to a certain extent enough to give a boost to go to towards that direction, because it gives the direction. That's what it is. Yeah. So the person who lives in the moment, in the present moment, is into the acceptance, not into the expectation. That is the second point. Because when we are into the imaginary world, the world of visions, it's good to have visions. It's very good to have dreams. But see, there is no end to dreams. It's said, great dreamers' dreams are never fulfilled. They are transcended. Even if you have a dream of climbing Mount Everest, when you are at the cliff, when you are at the cliff, when you are at the peak, what will go there from there? Where you will go from there? You will just come down, right? So many times, when you go through the autobiographies of so-called successful people in the world from any walk of life, you will see after so-called success, they may get into certain depression, because then what to achieve? The peak, and then again going down. There is no end to it, right? Till the time you don't achieve, there is some boost, there is some restlessness. Once you achieve, again there is restlessness. This is the flip side of dreams. This is the flip side of expectations. So again, the needs and the wants. Once you have this wisdom, yes, your needs are taken care, that's fine. Want? No. Don't get into that so-called pomp and show, because you may invite problems for you. Yeah, you'll get into hypocrisy, you'll get into show-off business, that kind of business. Right. So, because ultimately it's about peace of mind. So, why expectation is the root cause for all suffering? We have talked upon that.